Good afternoon, viewers. You are welcome back to Prof. 1 Tutorials. My name is Alfred Amprofi, and I'm here to help you learn calculus. Calculus. Calculus basically is a combination of differentiation and integration, as well as their applications. So this afternoon, we are going to start with differentiation. 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 Now, basically, when we talk about differentiation, we are talking about the process of finding the derivative of a function. So the process of finding the derivative of a function, for example, f of x. So when we ask you to find the derivative of f of x, it's going to be d of dx or d dx of f of x. D dx of f of x. Again, we can also ask you to find the derivative of y. From here, it's going to be d dx of y, which is the same as dy over dx. dy over dx. Or it can also be y prime. So here we are differentiating y with respect to x. Over here we are differentiating f of x with respect to x. So here it is also going to be f prime of x. Ideally, d dx of f of x or d dx of f of x is the same as f prime of x. In the same way, dy over dx is also the same as y prime. Now let's look at rules of differentiation. So differentiation of x exponent n. So from here, if y is equal to x exponent n, where n is a real number, that is positive or negative whole numbers or fractions, then how are we going to find the derivative or the differential of y? Generally, if we have y is equal to x exponent n, then all that you are going to do is writing dy over dx, which is equal to, you pick the exponent here, you use it to multiply the coefficient of x here, which is 1. So n times the coefficient 1, we are going to get n. You repeat your x. Then the exponent, you take 1 from it. So here we have difference 1. That is why we call it differentiation. Difference. All right. Now let's look at the second rule. So the second rule is differentiation of ax exponent n. So if y is equal to ax exponent n, how are we going to differentiate? All that we are going to do is to take the exponent. First of all, we are going to use it to multiply the coefficient of x. But here the coefficient of x is a. So we are going to have n times a. I'm going to repeat the x, then I'll take 1 from the exponent, giving me n minus 1. Let's look at an example. Find dy over dx if y is equal to 6x cubed. So dy over dx is going to be 3 times 6. So always the exponent here multiplying the coefficient of x. So we have 18. You repeat the x, then you take 1 from the exponent. So 3 minus 1. So basically we have 18x squared. 18x squared. That will be the final answer. Let's look at the last rule of differentiation. So if y is equal to c, where c is a constant, then dy over dx is 0. So anytime you are finding the differential or the derivative of a constant, then the answer is going to be 0. Why? Now let's take c as an example. C from here, c is the constant. Any constant has x power 0 because x power 0 is always 1. So 1 times c, we are going to get the same c. Now, if we are asked to find the differential of this, we are going to take this 0 here. So let me still make it y because it's a constant. So dy over dx, we are going to pick this 0 as we normally do, okay, from our previous calculations. So x, the exponent here is 0 times c. So 0 times c, we have 0. You get a 0, you write the x, then you take 1 from the exponent. So here 0 times anything here, we are still going to get 0. That is why when you're differentiating, any constant is always equal to 0. Now let's look at some few examples under differentiation. All right, so we have some few examples on the board. Find the derivative of the following. So we have a to be f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4. So the differential of the function is going to be f prime of x. And as we've done from the general principle, you pick your exponent here times the coefficient of x. 3 times 2, we are getting 6. Good. Then with the exponent, you take 1 from it. So you're going to have x power 2. When you come to the next one, 2 times minus 6, we have minus 12. X, difference of 1, we are still going to get 1 because 2 minus 1, we have 1. Minus 4. Minus 4 here is a constant. And we learned that when you differentiate a constant, is equal to 0. So we have plus 0. In that case, our final answer is going to be 6x squared minus 12x. And that is the differential. That is the answer. All right. Let's look at the second question. B. Y is equal to 2x exponent negative 1 minus 3x exponent negative 3 plus 4x plus 8. So we have to find the derivative, which is dy over dx. So from here, negative 1 times 2, we have minus 2. Difference 1. So x exponent negative 2. Don't forget that. Then from here, negative 3 times negative 3, we have positive 9. Difference 1. So x exponent negative 4. Negative 3 minus 1, we have minus 4. Plus the differential of 4x, we know that this one has an exponent 1. So 1 times 4, we still have 4. Then x power 0 because we are going to take 1 from it. Okay, yes. Already the exponent is 1, and after the differentiation or when you are differentiating, we always take 1 from the exponent. Plus 0 because 8 there is a constant. So looking at the final answer, we are going to have minus 2x exponent negative 2 plus 9x exponent negative 4 plus 4 plus 4 because any non-zero digit exponent 0 is always 1. Not any number. No, it's not any number because 0 is a number. 0 is a whole number. 0 exponent 0 is not 1. So viewers, don't make mistakes like any number power 0 is 1. No, it's rather any non-zero number. Any number which is not 0. Exponent 0 is 1. So any non-zero number, exponent 0 is 1. So from here, x power 0 is 1. In that case, this will be the final answer. Let's look at our final example. Alright, so the final example is y is equal to 4x power 4 minus 2x cubed minus 18x minus 1. And you have to find the differential. This time around, we are going to use y prime. We are using y prime. So when you are differentiating this, the exponent here is 4, multiplying the 4 here, we have 16. You repeat your x, difference 1. So we have 3. Alright. 3 here times the minus 2, we have minus 6. Difference 1, x power 2. Already we have an exponent 1 over there. So 1 here times the minus 18, we still have minus 18. Then you difference 1 again, giving us x power 0 plus 0 because negative 1 is a constant. So the final answer is going to be 16x cubed minus 6x squared. X power 0 is 1 times the minus 18. We still have minus 18 plus 0, and that is the final answer. Viewers, don't forget to subscribe, and we are going to look at some of ways in differentiating other functions like the chain rule, like implicit differentiation, like the quotient rule, product rule. So in our next videos, or in my next video, we are going to look at those aspects. Thank you very much for watching. See you some other time. Stay blessed. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.